Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
hello.
sir. I can hear you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. So actually, I didn't
Mhm.
have planned to make some Sparta event this time, but
Mhm.
when I checked the schedule, I found your classes are
Mhm.
available. So I booked it.
Yes, sir. Mhm. Yes, I'm glad you saw my schedule. Yes, because
Yeah,
if you did not book a class with me,
yeah,
I will not have a student right now.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's also lucky to me to meet you again and have a class with
Oh,
you.
yes, sir. What did you do today?
Today I had a haircut and then I bought some mess and then I played badminton with my
Mhm.
kids.
Oh, where did you play, sir?
Near the apartment. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, okay. So it's already allowed to play sports outside.
Yes, right. But actually, playing badminton takes only small area you need, and then you can do
Mhm.
that on
Mhm.
the playground or other small aisles. So yeah, you can do that
Mhm.
anywhere.
Oh, okay. It's because, sir, before some of my students they told me that it's not allowed to play any sport right now because of the coronavirus.
Yes, right. Yeah. Such
Mhm.
as soccer or baseball.
Okay.
If there are lots of
Mhm.
members to play together, then it's not allowed. But only badminton
Mhm.
or tennis, like the game, only two players, then there is no problem, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So thank you, sir, for sharing that one. And as we proceed with your class, what
Yeah.
article do you like us to discuss today?
Mm, Today, the number 1111, 1111.
Okay. Oh, I only heard about this news.
Yeah,
Oh, this
so do
is
I.
good.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me read
Yes,
the
sir.
article first. So South Korea on Monday said
Okay.
it will reopen schools in stages starting from May 13th, as the daily number of domestic cases of the new coronavirus has fallen close to zero over recent days. But health authorities urge vigilance once some 5.5 million elementary, middle, and high school students gather in classrooms, and they are conducting mock drills and preparing guidelines in the event of any upsurge in infection. Widespread testing, intensive contact tracing, and tracking apps have enabled South Korea to limit the spread of the virus without the extensive lockdowns seen in other countries. But the beginning of the spring semester has been postponed 4 times since March during an intensive social distancing campaign, which has obliged schools to hold online classes. We are now preparing for the opening of schools while managing the daily risks of the disease. Education Minister Yoon said told a televised briefing, if a student turns out to be infected by the virus, health authorities will take the necessary action, and the school will switch to online classes. High school seniors preparing for a highly con- competitive annual college entrance exam, which has been postponed by 2 weeks to December 3. are allowed to attend classes from May 13. Younger students will resume school in stages between May 20 and June 1. You said students and teachers will have to wear a mask except for during meal times, wipe their desks and maintain distance as they move around. Schools will also be
Mhm.
required to carry out regular disinfection and temperature checks and rearranging seating. The announcement came a day after the government relaxed the distancing rules from May 6, enabling some public
Mhm.
facilities such as museums and libraries to reopen in stages. Surveys commissioned by the Education Ministry showed the majority of parents and teachers supported the idea of a phased reopening of the schools within 2 weeks of the end of the intensive school distancing. After suffering the first major coronavirus outbreak outside China, South Korea has succeeded in lowering the daily rate in infections to around 10 or less, mostly imported. The Korea Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (KCDC) reported 8 new cases on Monday, all overseas travelers, taking the national tally to 10,801 with 252 deaths. We don't believe there is a high possibility to mass outbreaks in schools after the school reopen, but we can rule it out. KCDC Director Jung Eun-kyung said a separate briefing. Teacher,
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you for reading the article. I heard what happened to Itaewon. Do you think it will affect this one, the opening of
yeah,
classes?
yes, right. Actually, that happened last week, and then all the country and then governments were nervous about the situation, and then we monitors detail, detailing all the Itaewon visitors.
Mhm.
And then,
Mhm.
but at the moment, from the news in the morning, we only have um, 100 new patients by the Itaewon outbreak.
Mhm.
And today's outbreak
Mhm.
patient number is less than 10. So we think we can manage the situation,
Mhm.
and so we will reopen the school as we planned.
Mhm. Oh, do you agree to that, sir? The reopening of school?
Oh, yes, right. I totally agree with that because actually it's a very tiring to take care of our kids at home for more than
Mhm.
3 months. So kids
Mhm.
also feel very depressed. They feel very bored. So they need some fresh
Mhm.
air, and they also want to have some connection with their friends and teachers at school.
Friends. Yes. Mhm. Oh, okay. You are right, sir. And it's also happening in our country right now. Classes are still not finalized, and they are saying that it will
Yeah.
start maybe in August or maybe in December.
Yes, right. But I think the casualty of
Okay.
the coronavirus is less than the less than the other diseases such as
Mhm.
um, MERS or SARS. So if we have some
Mhm.
medicine, proper medicine or vaccine, then we don't need to worry about that, especially for young generation.
Mhm.
Their symptoms are very light,
Mhm.
minor. They only have some
Mhm.
minor symptoms and then get over from the disease very fast.
Mhm. Yes. Okay, sir. So now let's start answering the comprehension question, sir.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Number one, when the schools in Korea reopen, actually,
Mhm.
South Korea on Monday said it will reopen schools in stages starting from May 13. But actually, it delayed, postponed one more week.
Mhm. Oh, so they have to wait one more week. What about
Yes.
number 2, sir?
Hello?
Yes,
Number
sir.
two.
Can you
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
What do
Mhm.
elementary and high schools conduct? Mm,
Mhm.
elementary and high school, mm, they are
Mhm.
conducting work drills and preparing guidelines in the event of any upsurge
Mhm.
in infection.
Okay, very good, sir. What about number 3?
Number three, what is the national tally of coronavirus patients in Korea? Actually,
Mhm.
in Korea, in Korea, okay, the
Mhm.
Korea Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported 8 new cases on Monday. All overseas travelers take
Mhm.
the national tally to
Mhm.
10,801 with
Mhm.
252 deaths.
Mhm. Okay, very good, sir. And you know, Philippines exceeded the number of infected patients in Korea. Yeah, I
Oh, I
checked
didn't
it
know that.
yesterday.
Oh, sorry to hear
Mhm.
that. You
Yes,
also,
sir.
yeah, I think
But
you should,
right
yeah, be
now, you will
careful about
see.
that. Yeah,
Mhm. Yes. That's why I don't like to go to the office, but I think I don't have a choice.
yeah, right.
Okay. So, sir, let's proceed. What
Yeah.
about discussion question?
Okay, number one.
I think I already asked that.
Yes,
Number
right.
1.
Then,
Mhm.
do you think that
Yes.
the reopening of,
Mhm.
yes, right? I already mentioned about this, so there'll be
Mhm.
no problem. And so, why don't you go to number two? Okay.
Yes, sir.
What are the
Mhm.
what are the other ways that students can do to avoid getting infected while they study in schools?
Mhm.
So I think the school facility should be improved for air circulation, for more
Mhm.
air circulation, and if possible, the weather is now is
Mhm.
warm, so take the class
Mhm.
outside, not only inside. Try to make the
Mhm.
some
Mhm.
outside benches or blackboards. So make them get the
Mhm.
classes outside.
Mhm. Yes, you are correct, sir. So I hope they can hear what you just said. So the children will be more comfortable in school.
Yes, right.
Mhm.
Okay. Number three. When do you think will this program end?
Mhm.
What should the government do to alleviate the problem with coronavirus? So, as I mentioned, lots of global pharmacies and pharmaceutical companies are research and then study for the vaccines and then recipe
Mhm.
medicine. So maybe end of this year,
Mm-hmm.
this program will be ended, and then during the time, government will make some campaign just like right now, not to
Mm-hmm.
spread the
Mm-hmm.
virus too much, and then they have to control
Mm-hmm.
all the facilities was stores and other buildings,
Mm-hmm.
not gather too much.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are right, sir. So we should avoid parties, gatherings, and crowded places while we still don't have the vaccine. Mm-hmm.
Just right. Okay. So
Yes.
yeah, we can
Mm-hmm.
have another
Okay,
question
sir.
in 3 months. 3 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see
Yes,
you.
sir. See you after 3 minutes. Bye
Yep.
bye.
Bye.